I believe in the supernatural, and I believe that God is still visiting the earth today through the power of the Holy Spirit. And I believe that folks are still experiencing miracles. And I don't believe that it went out with the apostles, and I don't believe it went out when the scriptures were written, completed. He's the same yesterday, today, and forever. And I want to share this story. It won't take too long, but in July of 2023, I fell down 8 steps, concrete steps. And the end result was that I hurt my leg real bad, and a few of my internal organs were hurt. And it took me a while to bounce back from that. But the beautiful thing is, the bad thing is, that I was found to have terrible diabetes after blood tests were done in the ER. And had I not fallen down those steps, I'm not sure that would have been diagnosed in a timely way. But my sugar levels were off the chart. I think they were almost 700 when they diagnosed me that night. And I was getting ready to go into a diabetic coma. And I remember crying out in the ICU ward, God, please touch me, help me. And here's what happened. I want to be accurate, but I don't want to take a lot of time. I want you to get the story here. I had been a lover of sweets. I had an inordinate desire to eat sweets all the time. I mean, I ate ice cream by the boatloads. I ate pastries, cookies, pies, you name it, all the time. I couldn't get enough. It was crazy. And I put on an inordinate amount of weight. And I paid a terrible price for it. I became diabetic. And that night in the ICU ward, Jesus came to visit me. You say, Pastor, did you see Jesus? Oh, I didn't see his face, but he was there. And he pointed out the fact that I was medicating on sweets. We all medicate on something if we're broken. Always remember that. Before you criticize somebody for drinking too much or whatever too much, understand something. We all medicate on something, whether we know it or not, or whether we want to admit it or not. And I was medicating on sweets, inordinate amounts of sweets. Terrible. And that night, the Lord took that desire away from me and he healed. And now, a year and a half later, I'm no longer on diabetic because the Lord has helped me. I've lost weight. I feel better than I have in years, because Jesus took that desire away for sweets. Let me tell you the rest of the story. Why do we medicate? We medicate because we have a broken area in our life that has not been healed. And in my case, I suffered with a spirit of rejection for many, many years, beginning with my childhood. Not blaming anybody, I'm explaining my story. I felt rejection as a boy, often, as a young adult, often, as a pastor, many, many times. And instead of getting healed, I would medicate. And when I felt rejected, I ate a piece of pie. No, I ate 2 pieces of pie. On one occasion, an entire pie. It sounds funny, but it's really not. It was life-threatening. And when the Lord showed me that I had suffered and I had wounds in my soul regarding rejection, and I asked the Lord to heal my rejection. And he gave me Ephesians 1:3, and he said that you are accepted in the beloved, that God, through Jesus Christ, has accepted me, and that rejection no longer has to run my life. And I'm much, much better. I still, if I let it go there, I feel those pangs of rejection. But today, I do not let rejection run my life like I used to. And I don't have to run to a piece of pie, as ridiculous as that sounds. I don't have to run to a pastry or a cinnamon roll or whatever to find solace. That I can call upon the Lord because he always accepts me unconditionally, loves me, tells me that I'm his very own. And I'll tell you what, it's made a healing difference in my life. I wonder, what are you medicating on? I could start naming things, but I won't. We don't have time for that. And you know, what are you medicating on that's taking your joy away from serving the Lord and your opportunity to get healed once and for all? I'd ask you to think about that today. Give it some thought and let the Lord heal your soul today from whatever has hurt you.